Okay, so it looks like I missed something really huge. Well, I think a bomb dropped. A bomb definitely dropped, but I kind of missed it because I saw, but I didn't analyze properly what was going on. So I was just watching Tisa Tells. You know, Tisa, she's a piece of work. She's a piece of work. Hopefully, I will never become famous for her to analyze me because I will be in tears. But um, so she sort of set my mind a little bit more clear on um, things I saw, but I overlooked. And this is apparently the UK press is starting to turn on Harry. On Harry, the UK press has already turned against Harry. They're starting to turn against William and Kate, and apparently William and Kate released this video here. Is it this video? I don't know if it's this video or if is this all one video or what? But I'm all over the place. So this woman, Sarah Vaughan, apparently is a Meghan and Harry hater. Apparently, allegedly. I don't know. I have never heard of her. I don't follow her. She writes for the Mail on Sunday. And this video here was released by Kensington Palace. So, I mean, this is just commentary, on this video. They obviously own the copyright. And I probably should say that for all the videos that I feature on this YouTube channel, all for commentary, all for criticism, which I believe is fair use under the copyright laws. And and it's just for reporting and so on and so forth. Um, so Sarah Vaughan, I mean, I don't know which way to look, where to point the camera, but so Sarah Vaughan is this UK journalist who there's no love lost for Harry and Meghan, and apparently this is the first time that she is writing a critical article about William and Kate. And I mean, where do I begin to deconstruct the whole thing? You see, because apparently and evidently, William and Kate released, I guess, this video on the day of his father's coronation, and they were late to the coronation. And I've mentioned that before in passing, that they were late for the coronation. And apparently his father, Charles, was annoyed about their tardiness, and they blamed the whole thing on little Louis. In the meantime, they were at home making home videos for to release as part of their as part of their marketing of the coronation and a promotion of their own future reign as king and queen. Because then shortly thereafter, the next day, just yesterday, I discussed the fact that he's apparently already planning his coronation according to the royal experts. They're saying that William is already planning his coronation, and he plans to have a more modern coronation that is more relevant to the times than his father's coronation, even though his father was coronated just last week. And we don't know how long it will be before William is coronated. It could be quickly, it could be in 20 years. If his father is 73 and he lives 20 years, that's 93. If he lives to 98, that's 25 years. So at that point, William will be in his 60s. William will be about 65 by the time he's coronated. So how modern he will actually be remains to be seen. But he issued this statement, this very astonishing and I think somewhat inappropriate statement just recently. Apparently his team, his office did, saying that he will be a more modern king that is more in touch with the time, and that his own coronation will be different. And so this was issued. And so I saw all of this, but I wasn't really making any of the connections. And yes, Kate looks like a queen here. She does look like a queen. She looks more like the queen than Camilla did on Camilla's own coronation as queen. So Sarah Vaughan is Sarah Vaughan, where do I begin? Where do I begin? I don't know where to begin with this. So Sarah Vaughan apparently wrote this very, very scathing article about this video that Kate and William did of the coronation. And she said that, was the Hollywood style of video really necessary? Wow. This is a Meghan and Harry hater, typically. Apparently, I've never read any of her work. This is allegedly. That's what I heard in the grapevine. I cannot substantiate it. Never read her articles before now. But apparently, she's a Meghan and Harry hater, and she's highly critical of this video that Kate and William dropped. And that video, when you really deconstruct it and go back and really look at it after the frenzy of everything has sort of subsided, you really start to say, wait a second. What are they saying with this video? They're really saying that they are the king and queen. And 1 week after a king is coronated. So it's really disrespectful. It's taking away from King Charles and Queen Camilla. It's not giving them their due. It's not respecting it's not very respectful, right? I say this with all due respect to Kate and William, because Kate and William, they're fighters, and they fight dirty if necessary. They will take everybody out if necessary. They will claw, shoot, and just, well, maybe that was not right. Maybe I shouldn't say that, but I take that back, because I don't know if that's particularly fair or even appropriate to say that. But I would say that they will do whatever they need to do to protect what they perceive to be theirs, their territory, their right. And Tiara Triumph. I started the Tiara Wars on my website because somebody on Kate's team comes on to my YouTube channel, and it's shocking. I'm totally shocked. But I think that because I have a suspicion that because I started that lawsuit against the British government, that maybe that's how they sort of found my website, because of that. It can't just be because I do this website about Harry and Meghan, because I don't have the kinds of numbers that would make me relevant. I'm completely irrelevant. But someone is watching from the palace. Someone is watching my YouTube channel. And so I started this thing with the tiara and the blue and this and that, and they took it seriously. And it's funny because, I was just playing, I was just totally playing. I was just bored on Sundays. And so I started the thing with tiara. But anyway, I digress. So now back to this, this video and Sarah Vaughan. She says here, nevertheless, this was his and Camilla's moment, not theirs. Ooh, let's go back up here to see what she said before that. She said, we all know that William and Kate are the future. Nobody doubts that. Charles is an old king coming to the throne in his twilight years. That's true. And he's a cutie patootie. He's so cute. He's like a grandpa, right? And I whatever happens with my lawsuit, it's nothing against King Charles. I like him, actually. I like him. I just, he melts my heart. Okay. Nevertheless, if I have to choose between Kate, William, Charles, and Camilla, I'm going with King Charles. That's it. Okay. So, nevertheless, this was his and Queen Camilla's moment, not theirs. By starring in a video produced by a man who boasts about having a portfolio of world-leading clients and creating story-led branded content, It feels, well, a bit look at me. Whoa, whoa, this is a friend turning. There is an element of Netflix style narcissism that makes me slightly uneasy. This is Sarah Vaughan's writing. And though the footage shows us a lot, it actually tells us very little about the Waleses. Oh my gosh. She goes on to say, it's superficial, one dimensional, like one of those adverts you see on TV in foreign hotels extolling the virtues of this or that tourist destination. I hate to say it, goes on Sarah Vaughan, but I'd almost rather watch one of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's worthy wildlife docs. Can you believe that? But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is exactly what everyone wants to see. The Princess of Wales up close in slow motion from as many different angles as possible. Shortly after the video's release, we were treated to another film of Kate playing a grand piano in a bright blue off-the-shoulder gown with last year's Ukrainian victors of Eurovision. Truly a 24/7 megastar princess. Okay, this woman has turned. And the question is, whoa, who is this woman, Sarah Vaughan? And what is the reason that she has turned on William and Kate in this way? Who is behind it? I think the war has just begun. Well, do I begin to tell you the story of this war on the house of Windsor? I mean, the war has begun, and Harry and Meghan, like I said, just sit back and wait and see how this movie ends, because this isn't going to end how Kate and William expected it to end, and they feel it in their bones. And I think they played their cards wrong in some ways so far. I would say this about Kate and William. They may not be a match for Camilla, but they do fight back, and if necessary, they do fight dirty. But Camilla is a formidable player. She's formidable. I mean, this is a woman. She's the Queen of England. I don't think I need to say anything else. Okay. Now, is Camilla behind Sarah's switch? I mean, I don't know. I mean, Camilla, all is fair in love and war, right? Don't cross her. Don't cross Camilla, right? Don't cross Camilla. And I suspect something happened behind the scenes where she felt crossed by William and Kate.